Hey, everybody.
What's up, Chief?
And welcome back to another episode of Just Echoes with the Sunnies.
I wanted to say with Emmanuel and Izzy, then you took away the signing from me. Okay.
Well, the last
I know.
few
I agree.
episodes you've been...
I agree. I take full responsibility. I've been
Good.
pushing the signings. Right? I was
Good.
expecting you to say with Emmanuel and Izzy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. If there's any day to wear the England jersey,
I was about to say that, guys, please don't mind me. I'm just wearing it just because they told me to wear it.
it's coming home. If there's any day to wear the England jerseys today, right?
Fun thing is, we're releasing this video tomorrow, so imagine if England actually doesn't win.
So, I'll not release it. Do you remember the last time we wore this jersey together? If you remember, I'll give you £10
When we wore it together.
together.
It was at a trip, right?
Don't ask me. Tell me. Why you ask me?
I think it was on a trip. No. I
5.
can't remember.
Okay. It was on the trip. It was on the cruise. We were together on the
Right.
cruise.
Yes, I knew it was a trip somewhere. I was like trying to remember. In my head, I was thinking Spain, but it wasn't Spain.
No, it was on the cruise. So
I was
it was
thinking
on the
Morocco,
cruise.
but I remember I wore it in Morocco, but it didn't.
So that was the last time we wore this jersey together. So ladies and gentlemen, today is Sunday and the games will soon be live. So the
Yeah.
goal is to finish this podcast as soon as possible to jump straight to the games.
Yeah.
First of all, how's your weekend been?
My weekend has been pretty chill. I didn't do much this weekend though. Just stayed home.
I mean, I want to
chilled.
believe everybody has been waiting for the game today. So, I mean, I
I've not
can't
been
wait
waiting
anymore.
for the game. I've just been chilling. Doing my
Okay,
own
good.
thing.
Welcome to the podcast. If there's anything that's happening or that's happened this week or that is trending or that is the talk of town, is the fact that the former US president was almost shot. In fact, was shot at, was almost killed. Thank God for God. Right? Which is very, very shocking. Because, I mean, for me personally, when you saw the video, when you heard the news, or how did you take it? What was the first thing that
I
came to your
remember
mind?
seeing the notification pop up on my phone, and I was like, "Oh, there was a shooting." I mean, in my head, I was like, "Okay, it's America. There's always a shooting, right?" That was like my first reaction. But then watching the video and everything, and kind of seeing people talk about it, it was kind of feeling like people were talking about a movie or something. You know, they tried to kill the president. What do you call them? The Secret Service trying to protect the president, type thing. But it's one of those things where you see the news and then it's another sort of disaster. But then because it's not happening close to you in your vicinity, I'm like, okay, cool, it happened. Everything is fine. Move on. So that's it for me. How's it been for you?
For me, I mean, I'm a very big fan of. I mean, I pick interest when it comes to anything that has to do with like the military and Secret Service. You know, I love, even when it comes to movies, I love the White House Down, 24. You know, this kind of thing. So when I heard the news, and for me, I watch things about the White House, like how they protect the US president. But you know, those are things that pick my interest. And one of the things that looked impossible is, at least in 2024, with the level of technology that we have and level of, you know, is trying to kill a US president. I mean, Trump is not the sitting president, like trying to kill a former president
Yep.
who is most likely going to be the next president, right? So if it looks like it's close to impossible, the type of security that's around these people. Watching or hearing the news and watching the video was like, wow. The first thing that came to my mind was, this is definitely a failure from the Secret Service. Right? Like, how
How did they let that happen?
how would that kind of thing happen in 2024? That the gun, I mean, Trump said he was shot. But personally, I feel like Trump was just trying to, you know Trump now,
Escalate
he's a media guy,
things, yeah.
right? Just escalate things. But again, there was blood.
Yeah.
Again, some people say it was glass. Glass from where? Right. So my first reaction was I was kind of disappointed at the Secret Service. Somebody would think that I'm a Secret Service guy. The way I'm saying it, disappointed at the Secret Service.
Disappointed, quoi.
But I mean, if you know and follow these people, you know the amount of work and the amount of, you know, effort it takes to protect, you know,
Yeah.
a former US president. So I was kind of disappointed. But on the other hand, if you think that you've gotten to the point of your perfection of your plan, somebody else is somewhere trying to find loopholes. But it's just very shocking. It's very shocking. Thank God that President Trump did not die because he's my guy. He's my guy, and it was so funny to see how the bullet and how the thing happened and the way he ducked and you just felt like a movie, right? It felt like a movie.
It's very funny.
And seeing the whole Secret Service, the way they pounded on him and covered him, and it just felt like, okay, these movies we've been seeing, it happened in real life.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, two people.
enough.
I think one person or two people died, or two people were shot.
One person
died,
and
two
there's
people were
two
injured.
people, injured.
And the person was killed immediately. So it was just surprised. I'm sure the whole world is surprised. But I mean, it's America. They will settle themselves. They will handle their business. But it's good to see that the president is standing tall.
The president,
the former president, sorry, is standing tall. It would have been very sad if he was actually shot and he was in a very bad condition. I think another thing I was arguing with somebody and I was like, the person was like, if it was Biden, if it was Joe Biden, Joe Biden would not have known what will happen. But anyways,
I don't really follow a lot of politics. So to me, it's just like
let's go. But I'm sure everybody's following the news, which is
stop throwing shit at Joe Biden.
No, Sleepy Joe,
Stop it now.
If it was Joe Biden, like, maybe the guy would have even shot him. But anyways, so that's that about Donald Trump. We'll hope to see him very soon in probably the next campaign.
You hope to see him?
Yes,
I don't hope to see him.
See him online now. We see him on the news or see him when he's doing his campaign now.
You said we hope to see him like
something. I see him on TV again. I see him.
Okay, next sorry. It was very random. I was like, oh, we hope to see him soon. Like, okay. Yeah,
okay,
whatever.
That's America business.
Yeah. Okay.
Now this is not recent. This is not recent, right? I was watching a video, and I think an old video of the CEO and chairman of JP Morgan surfaced, and he was talking about work-life balance, and the fact that it is not their responsibility, it's not the responsibility of the employee.
Yeah, you sent me that video
to create the work-life balance for you. That it is your responsibility as it's not the responsibility of the employer. It's the responsibility of the employee. That means it's your responsibility as an employee to create your work-life balance.
Yeah.
And I mean, both of us, we're all employees. And I'm like, okay, this is something that would be very nice to talk about. Work-life balance. How do you see work-life balance? What is your definition of work-life balance? Okay, forget definition. Do you think it's the responsibility of the employer or is it the responsibility of the employee to create that balance of work and life?
I think like if you look at it from a layman's point of view, you automatically think it's your own responsibility to
as the employee,
to manage your work-life balance. I mean, because it's your life at the end of the day, right? You're the one who knows what you deal with business-wise or career-wise and
life-wise,
personally wise, whatever. Yeah, so it's up to you to decide how much to take on personally, or it's up to you to weigh how much you need to manage personally, and then how much you can take on career-wise. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with that statement. But then on the other hand, there's a certain level, or there's a level you get to when you look at work. There are different types of jobs. Different jobs are demanding in different ways.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to tell someone who is more hands-on in their job, right? Maybe you're working 12-hour shifts or really long hours. It's difficult to... It's kind of... Okay. As I was thinking of someone that was working 12-hour shifts, I'm thinking, okay... Okay, wait, let me start again, because as I was talking, I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, in as much as a worker...
Okay, let me help you. I want you to, gather your thoughts together. Let's first of all talk about... First of all, what is work-life balance? Right? I feel like once we define work-life balance... Is there a standard definition of work-life balance?
I don't know what it says in the dictionary.
But how would you define work-life balance? The ability to... Okay.
I would say is the ability to manage your work and personal life in a way that you are able to live on a daily basis without stressing on either side,
Okay.
or allowing one side affect the other, allowing your work life affect your personal life, or allowing your personal life affect your work life.
Okay.
So that is that. I think you can argue both sides when it comes to the employee determining their work-life balance and the employer managing that, because yes, as an employee, you can decide the type of job you're going to apply for, but you might not always get the type of job that you want or need, right? Say you're in a situation where you get a job that is highly demanding because of your situation or because of your skills or whatever, you can't get anything else that would fit your personal life more. How are you able to manage a work-life balance when you're genuinely struggling? Is it possible for an employer to understand your personal life situation and adjust the responsibilities they're giving you to fit your personal life? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a valid question. Most employers won't, yeah.
On that kind of note, you would be arguing that it's the employer's responsibility to manage their work-life balance, understanding their situation, whatever. But then you can also argue, if you know that you're already dealing with a lot personally, then when it comes to your career, you should try and find something that would work around your personal life.
I feel like you have confused me.
I've confused you. I was looking at your face and you're like...
I feel like you have confused me. I feel like everything you've said, I didn't pick anything from it.
Okay, what I'm saying is you can argue both sides.
Okay.
You can argue it is the employer's responsibility, and you can also argue it's the employee's responsibility. But I think primarily it should be the employee's responsibility
to manage
their work-life balance, because you're the one who has the best understanding of your personal life.
Okay, can the employer create an environment where managing your work life is easy or difficult? For example, somebody that works, you're giving an example, somebody that works a 12-hour shift, 6 days a week, right? How do you have a work-life balance?
When I was talking about, when I was bringing up the example in my head, I was thinking, if there's someone who works 12-hour shifts, that's where the employer now comes in, or maybe that's where the employer comes in. Do you think it's right that someone that's working 12-hour shifts must complete 12-hour shifts 6 days a week? Do you get? Say they have to do 12-hour shifts 3 times a week, but then that's not going to affect their pay.
Yeah.
So if you have someone that's working 12-hour shifts 6 days a week, it's nearly impossible to have a work-life balance, because you almost don't even have a life to balance the work life with. So I guess in that sense, the government will now come in again to make laws that would maybe not laws, but
regulations,
guidelines and regulations that would accommodate such people. So there should be a limit to the number of hours you're working a week, and other things
it's 40
like
hours
minimum,
per week now. That's the
other things like minimum wage and all of that. Because if you're not working enough hours in your shift, okay, that's going off. We're talking about work-life balance. So yes,
do you have work-life balance?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, so I have work-life balance. So my work-life balance is good.
How do you judge your work-life balance?
Just like how I defined work-life balance. My personal life is not affecting my work life. It is not affecting it negatively, and my work life is not affecting my personal life negatively. So I'm able to work properly, fully, successfully, just fine. And I'm also able to have my personal time. After work, I have my annual leave or whatever. I'm able to balance how much time and effort I put into both sides of my life, career-wise and personal-wise. So I would say yes, I have a good work-life balance. What about you?
Do you feel like work-life balance is something is luxurious, is luxury? Do you feel like it's luxury? There's nothing like work-life balance. Is that you're working or you are lifing? There's no balance. Or it just depends on the phase of life or the type of job you're doing.
I think it depends on phase of life and type of job. And it can be seen as a luxury because I mean there are people out there who are probably trying to create a good work-life balance, but because of where they are in life, they're unable to achieve a good work-life balance. So yeah, it depends on where you are. It depends on your type of job as well. Highly.
Is work from home a factor that affects your work-life balance? I mean, not everybody can work from home, but is work
It
from home?
affects it, yeah. It can affect it negatively and positively.
Okay.
If you work from home and you are some sort of workaholic or your job is really demanding, you can easily spend all the hours of your day working and forget that you're supposed to switch to
Life.
home setting and all of that. Focus on family, focus on your own self. So it can impact it positively and negatively.
Okay, that's good. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you have watched this video to this point, tell us about your work-life balance. Do you think the employers have an impact or the role to play? Who is responsible for creating a proper work-life balance? Or is work-life balance actually a myth? Is it something that is luxury? Is it luxurious? Is it a luxury that we're acting for these days? During our parents' time when they were working, was there anything like work-life balance? Is it a Gen Z or a Gen X? Is it a millennial requirement that we're forcing employers to meet? So just tell us about what you think about work-life balance. Does it even exist?
Sorry, no, I was just thinking about when you were questioning me, like I was some expert that came from somewhere and you were questioning me about work-life balance. Like I have all the answers.
But yeah, I feel like it's very important. I mean, for me, I feel like I have work-life balance. So the only problem is I need money. Is money that I'm thinking of is not work. But of course, the good thing is the fact that, like I said, it depends on your own job. We're working in IT space, we're working from home, working with computers. 95% of the time, no, 70% of the time, we're doing meetings. You're not carrying load. You're not entering balls. You're not. So, I mean, you can take breaks at work. You see somebody say in their calendar they put gym time, break, and picking up kids from school. I mean, that's the environment we're in. So, I mean, it feels like, I remember my previous job. My manager would say, I don't care if you work all day or play all night, or work all night or play all day. Just when it's time to deliver. I don't care how you do the job, right? So, I feel like in this place we're in, we're very fortunate to
be talking about work-life balance.
But if you like had a 12-hour shift that is 70 minutes away, to and fro, you've already spent 2 hours commuting.
Yeah.
That's 14 hours of a day gone. I doubt if...
What do you have left?
So it's a very tricky topic. So let's hear your opinion. Something came to my mind now. Okay, that's good. So what else is on the pipeline? I was talking to a friend this week, or rather...
You're always talking to friends?
Yes, I'm always talking to friends. Somebody sent me a message this morning. Mr. Emmanuel. I'm using my phone now. I've read it. Mr. Emmanuel, my name is X, Y, and Z. I graduated from the University of this with business analytics. I need your help because I'm struggling to get a job. I'm like, God, this cross you have put upon me is heavier than my head is. Messaging me that I need a job. Am I sharing a job? Right? So I'm always talking to people, right? Very soon I was going to be charging for phone calls because I'm always making phone calls. But the truth of the matter is I was talking to somebody. They want to start a business.
Okay.
And when you want to start a business, you want everything to be perfect. Business plan, proposal, this, that, everything to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
And it just dawned on me that this is the mindset most people have, most of us, including myself, have when we want to start a business. We want to make everything, want to make sure everything is perfect before we start. All right? But I was now trying to like talk about the concept of MVP. Okay? I'm like, okay, it would be nice to share this on the podcast for anybody that wants to listen because I know many people want to start businesses. The concept of MVP, you know what MVP is now? Tell us about it. What is MVP?
Well, as an educated lady as I am. Hello. Okay. MVP basically is minimum viable product, innit? So I learned that while I was learning about Scrum, and that's how I got to find out about MVP. So basically, it's like the smallest useful product that you can use to, I'm trying to look for the lay terms. You can use it to start off, right? In the world of IT, say you're developing an app.
In the world
right?
of product development,
In the world of product development, say you want to start a business and you want to create an app where you deliver food. That's always the example.
No, okay. I don't want to use the app. I want to use like a layman.
Okay, say
you want to start a restaurant.
You want to start a restaurant business, right? You're opening a restaurant and you want people to come and eat Nigerian food in the UK. So, what would you start off with? You don't want to wait until you have a whole kitchen staff. You have a chef, you have a sous chef, you have all your massive, professional equipment. You wait until you get one 5-star building. You can just start small. Okay, what are the things you need? What are the essential things you need to actually start the business so that as you start, it grows? You can say, okay, maybe I can't rent a space yet. I can start with delivering food with Uber Eats. The main thing I need is the food that people are going to eat and a place where the money will be stored when I collect the payments. So you can start in your kitchen. You make jollof rice, plantain, amala, and all you do is advertise on your WhatsApp status. Oh, I'm cooking, guys. This is the food I have. This is how much it is. Tell a friend. You advertise word of mouth, blah, blah. And then you start getting your orders in and you start delivering food. People are already eating your food and they're enjoying it and they're advertising. That's your minimum viable product.
So what's the minimum viable product?
So the minimum viable product is, in this example, your kitchen and your food. The food you are cooking.
You butchered the example. You have butchered the example.
No, I've not butchered.
You have.
The minimum viable product basically
let me help you. The minimum viable product is what's on your menu? You said rice.
Is jollof rice, plantain, and amala.
So that's your minimum viable product.
That's a minimum viable product. Yes. Yes. Okay.
So
let's leave it. Let's leave it
that's
at
your
that.
minimum viable
That's your minimum
product.
viable product.
If you're watching, so your minimum viable product is the smallest version of the product of your big product. The smallest version that is useful to the consumer. So for in our example, you want to start a Nigerian restaurant. What can you start off with as the smallest that somebody can order? Oh, I can start off with jollof rice and plantain, and I can start off with amala, maybe amala and egusi, right?
Yeah.
So you start off with these two products. You are using it to test the market. You are using it to build your customer base. You are using it to raise money.
Do people like
so
this?
Instead of trying to say I want to raise £20,000 or £50,000 to start a restaurant, you can start with £1,000, right, or £2,000. So that MVP, it helps you, test the market. Is there really a market for a Nigerian restaurant? Do we really have Nigerian people in this? Will people actually order food? Will people buy my food? Do I really know how to cook? It's very easy for you to say you want to.
Can I manage
a restaurant? Instead of trying to raise £20,000 or £50,000, pouring it in a restaurant, let me start with 1K or 500. Let me build a customer base. Let me sell 100 plates of jollof rice. Then in the next 2 months, I'll add ofada rice. In the next 1 month, I'll add pounded yam. In another 3 weeks, I'll add akara and pap.
Yeah.
You see, so over the course of 6 months or 1 year, you keep
growing and scaling.
You keep scaling. You keep adding more products, more dishes to your menu, or more food to your menu, right?
So I didn't butcher the example, guys. Just so you know.
Sorry.
I did not butcher.
No, you didn't butcher the example, but just needed help. So
I didn't need help. Excuse you.
So that is the concept of MVP. So I was trying to explain to my guy that it's something that everybody should have as a tool, right? Most times we are very excited, we want to start businesses. I want to start, I need 20 million. No, the first thing you need to do is ask yourself, what is my MVP? All right, my minimum viable product. Let me give another example so that it will live full. Let's assume, I mean, for those of us that watch TV series, there are some series we have seen that they'll first of all release episode 1, right? They'll see how people will react. You feel me? You'll see how people will react, get comments, get, traction. People are drawn to the show. Everybody's waiting for episode 2. So that episode 1 is like MVP. Let's release it. Let's see how people react. Let's get feedback. Oh, do people like this cast? Before you know, they release episode 2. They release episode 3. That episode 1 can be considered an MVP, right? Then you start, before you know, in 7 years, they have 7 seasons or 12 seasons. So,
okay, babe, let's go to the conversation. You're going to teach him, you know.
Oh, sorry. Come back. So that's one thing I just wanted to discuss, right? That, okay,
yeah,
if you are ever thinking of starting a business, this is something that will be helpful, right? I mean, we're all business analysts, so it's something that we
I'm
teach
not
as
into
well.
business.
But you're a business analyst now, and it's something we
Okay.
teach in our course. It's one of those modules,
Yeah.
the concept of MVP, right?
So-
if you have learned something today, please drop a like, drop a comment.
So don't forget, MVP.
Minimum viable product. As you can see, we are ready for football, right?
Are we?
Yes, the time is almost football time. I wear my jersey. Before football, something happened in tennis. I know there's a tennis.
Wimbledon Championships.
Is it done? Is it finished? I'm not a tennis fan. Boring.
I think it's either finished today or yesterday. Yeah. To be honest, I haven't really been following it. I need to catch up on the players. I've kind of lost touch with the actual sport on TV. But I was following a little bit of it, and I know Carlos.
Alcaraz, I wasn't.
I don't know his surname. But he won the men's championship.
That's my guy now.
Yeah, he beat Djokovic.
Eh? You want Djokovic?
Yeah, he beat Djokovic. The ladies, I don't know. I don't know if honestly it's very shocking to me. Like 1 minute I knew who all the players were, and then the next minute like I've just
I feel
kind
like
of
there's a new
stopped
set
following.
of tennis.
There's a new set of
players
people now,
Yeah,
and
the old guys,
the older guys are
babes
now
and the old
older,
girls
are retiring,
guys are
and all of
gone,
that.
yeah.
So I need to drop. I've already see. Let me just have. I've already put in my. I've already signed up for 2025 Wimbledon. You're taking me to 2025 Wimbledon. I've signed up for the ballot, so I'm waiting. By November, they will release whatever they do. You know, it's not easy to get Wimbledon tickets, so I'm already planning
So
for
for
next year.
2025,
Yeah, for 2025.
just say it, baby. It's done.
Good.
When I say
like
you should
that.
come, let's go to Old Trafford too. Let's go and watch Man U.
I've
You
gone
will
with
go.
you like 2 times
I
already.
know, but when I say
Anytime
I bring
I'm
it up,
ready.
you're always grumbling.
No, I'm not always grumbling. I'm always all I say is you plan it, and when time is there, just let me know.
We'll go and watch Old Trafford too.
No, wala.
I say no one now. I say I don't want to go to Manchester. I don't want to go to Manchester.
Just Manchester is just down the
Okay,
road.
no wala.
So when you're ready, just let me know and I'm there.
All right. Now let's give our predictions. It's coming home. It's coming
Who
home.
are you predicting with me?
Yeah, England against Spain. This video will be released.
Spain is
after
a
the
good
game.
team, though.
Very good team.
Spain is a good team.
Very good team. No doubt. I'll only be stupid if I feel like if I say Spain. In fact, they are the best team. But I strongly believe that England will use their experience to win. The Spanish team is a very young team. So I just feel like there's a place for experience in this match because the cup final is not the best team that usually wins. It's the team that actually plays to win.
Better.
Right?
Okay.
So I feel like I just have this belief in me that England is going to win. So
I hope so, because if they don't win, there's going to be sadness in this town. Everywhere is going to be gloomy. Even the weather too will follow them
I'm
and be
telling you.
gloomy. So let's see now.
but I don't want to, let's not predict. I just have a feeling that
Even if you ask me to predict, I have no. I'll just say, okay, if I'm going to predict, I'll probably predict 2-1.
to who?
Hopefully to England.
I mean, if you feel like Spain will win, you can say it.
I have no idea. I'm just saying 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 to anybody. Okay, to England. England is going to win. I have a strong feeling that England will want to push the game to penalties and then win from penalties, right? But ladies and gentlemen, in a matter of how many minutes would see. Finally, yesterday, or over the course of the weekend, I don't watch movies, right? I don't even have time. But we saw Supercell.
Yeah.
It was a very, 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 very interesting
movie. Yesterday. Emmanuel hardly binges.
Very interesting movie. So if you are looking for a movie to see, I'm definitely recommending Supercell. For some reason, I feel like it was a British movie, but they're trying to appeal to the Nigerian crowd.
Yes, the cast is very Nigerian. I know most of them are Nigerian. I think Rapman himself is the Nigerian as well.
It felt like a British movie, but it felt more like they were trying to capture the Nigerian market for some reason. I was hearing Wizkid, I was hearing Ashake, the names of the guys.
Because even Nigeria on Netflix as well was like, they have that interview where they were talking about their best Nigerian music and stuff. I think I haven't really read up on the history of how it came about and everything, but it's definitely heavy on Nigeria. Yeah,
it was really good to see the movie. So if you're looking for a movie to see, please, Supercell. I'm really looking forward to season 2. I don't used to like movies where they don't shoot. I'm a shooting guy. Like that's why 24 is my best movie of all time.
Plus, you always run away from British shows or British.
I don't like.
TV.
I'm more of the American guy. That's why I never see all these Game of Thrones. I just don't like the old British. But this one yesterday was, like I said, it felt like a Nigerian.
It was really interesting.
It was really, really good. It was really interesting. Right? So there was no point where I felt like it's okay now. I was always captivated, like, okay, what's happening? The storyline was really, really good.
Honestly, the actors were portrayed they felt like so well.
The actors, there was something, the cast, you just felt there was something about the cast.
They fit the role, each of them.
Yeah, they depicted it very well. It just felt like I was seeing my cousins or my brothers act. Trust me. I was telling Nizichi that in the next 10 years, I'd love to feature in a movie. Low key, I mean, I saw those guys. I'm like, I can do this now. Mm-hmm. So if you know any producer, any director, even if it's driver, houseboy, somebody that would pack the bin, I don't mind. But let's just start there. But I would love to feature in the movie. Trust me, and it's doable now.
Yeah, it's doable.
It's doable.
Very doable.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday. What's your plan for the week?
Just work and more swimming. I think I've been looking forward to swimming a lot. So I would like to go at least 3 times this week.
So it's on you now.
Lately, I've been doing like 2 times a week. And also, I think I'm ready to go back to my intermittent fasting from this week. So, yeah, I'm going back to fasting, routine, fit farm, movements.
Okay, let me quickly say something back to our work-life balance. One thing I've also realized is the fact that most people, I can use myself as an example, we don't really use all the leaves that we have available to us. For example, some people don't use all the annual leaves. The leave is there for you to be able to at least have a little bit of balance, take some time off work and go somewhere and relax. So I feel like that's one of the things we can start doing. Some people don't use sick leave. One thing I've noticed
is sick leave there for it to be used, or is it there for an emergency?
It's there for you when you are sick.
Yes, so, but you're not always sick.
No, sick leave is there for you when you are sick. Of course, you're not always sick, but even when we are sick, there's a part of me that feel like I can still work today now. My Onyibo counterparts, if they have a pinch on their head, I have a headache. Unfortunately, I won't be able to work today. They will take it off.
Yeah.
But even if I'm sick and I'm throwing up and I'm at home, I feel like I can still work now.
Just to sit down on the laptop and do the work.
Do you understand? So all these little things, right? So they take sick leave. No. My dog is not feeling fine. I will not be working today. Boom. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that I feel like we can actually. There are some people that have worked in this country for 5 years. I know people that have worked and they've not taken sick leave or
like me,
or they don't utilize all their holidays.
I always use my holidays, but sick leave.
My holidays never enough. I used to buy holidays.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I just remember, I was like, okay, let me chip that in. All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long video. It's not too long. Yeah. Thank you very much for
It
your
was
time.
nice chatting with
It was
you.
nice chatting with you guys. Drop a like, drop a
And-
comment.
Yeah. Don't forget to tell your friends and to spread the word. We're still trying
Subscribe
to
to the
get our
channel.
subscribers up. Let us know what you want us to talk about, other topics. We need some help now. I feel like we're running out of
It's difficult coming up with topics. So
now.
it's
Yes.
difficult.
So-
Most times, you just say, okay, Holy Spirit, give me a topic. You just say, okay,
Yeah.
talk about men's mental health.
Hmm.
We need to talk about men's mental health.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See you in the next video, guys.
Bye.
Men's mental health. I'm the last person that wants to talk about men's mental health.
I was looking at you.
What do you mean? I don't care about men?
You don't care about mental health.
Who told you so?